Yes.
Just knocking the singles off Lasith Malinga. Now India just 8 to win. So they'll finish their league stage with just one loss against England. So now he's in third place. What's most interesting about that is we talk about the Aravindas, we talk about the Sangakaras, the Jayawardhanas. There's 3 Sri Lankan bowlers in that list.
Absolutely, and all 3 of them, some of the best we've ever seen. Multan Muralidharan, greatest ever. Chaminda Vaas, exceptional legend. Lasith Malinga, as good, as effective. Amazing servants of the game for Sri Lanka and world cricket. He would have loved to have bowed out of international cricket if that's going to be the case with a wonderful World Cup campaign, but his own individual performance has been sublime.
Even when Malinga is going for runs, there's always that smile on his face when he's playing. That's interesting. I'm sure he must get grumpy some days.
I think the smile is all about the fact that he's planned that particular delivery. He knows exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to set the batsman up. And if the batsman gets one over him, it's his wry smile saying, oh, well, I tried, now I've got to come up with something else. And that's the way Lasith Malinga bowls. Just every single time, every single delivery, there's a purpose to it. It's not just run in and bowl. Yeah. The Mumbai brothers.
There's a lot of respect for him there. He said if you ever want to be an international cricketer, you want to go far away from home to another city and have the crowd chanting your name to a rhythm which happens when he plays for the Mumbai Indians. He's put that in the gap. He's got a superb sense of timing as Hardik Pandya bowls the bat delightfully, even though there's a full toss. Still have to go to the boundary. It's 263 for 3, 2 left now.
Lasith Malinga finishes his 2019 Men's World Cup. 56 wickets overall, 29 matches, 2 hat-tricks. Just incredible performer. He's been brilliant. He's added a new dimension to fast bowling. He shared his knowledge. And he's inspired a generation of young cricketers. If not to take up cricket, at least to follow his hairstylist.
At his peak in T20 cricket, he said, the opposition only has 16 overs to play. Now he's Suru Udana. Nice little effort for Virat Kohli in the field. Nice little knock. 40 balls, 33. This was the last ball that Malinga bowled in World Cups.
Yeah, again, trying to take a wicket has been a true great of the game. He can rest happy that he's given everything. He's tried his best. He's carried this bowling attack for Sri Lanka right throughout the tournament on his own.
Right, now the scores are level. 40 balls left. Virat Kohli 34. He's had a nice little outing. Balls come onto the bat really well. It's left it well too. The crowd is all waiting. Everyone one final flourish. Scores are level. Million, much like the great man MS Dhoni with the 6. Oh, good ball. It's just a little outside it. It's just a single, but India have got the runs that they needed. India finished their league stage campaign with a win over Sri Lanka, win by 7 wickets with 6.5 overs left. A century to KL Rahul, a century to Rohit Sharma, and a nice effort, much appreciated for Virat Kohli, 34 not out. India now full of confidence will await the winner of the South Africa-Australia game to determine who they play in the semi-final. But I've liked the fact that this game has been well played. There's been a lot of backslapping, there's been a lot of admiration. Good to see the umpires as well getting a thank you. Good to see, good game of cricket.
Excellent game of cricket. India dominant right from the start. They took crucial wickets. And Indian batting too strong, led by a brilliant effort from Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul. It's been an outstanding World Cup for this man as well. Ian Gould bowing out in style. What a great career he has had. A wonderful umpire, excellent in every way. Cricket and the players will miss Gunnar. Virat Kohli, commiserations and congratulations to Lasith Malinga. What a great World Cup career he has had. Incredible performer. So much to offer cricket. Fellow players, sign in the camera. And there he goes for the last time.
Yes, well done. Very popular everywhere that Lasith Malinga has played. Very popular everywhere he's umpired the game. Two nice men of the world bowing out today. I particularly enjoyed the fact that two Indian batsmen went across and a little hug with Lasith Malinga, shake hands with Ian Gould, everyone coming across to say well done. And that is good to see. That's a very special bond between those two.
I'm sure they know they'll see each other again soon. Yeah, just a year to go. Yeah, but Lasith Malinga can be very, very proud of his efforts. He has left nothing to chance, no stone unturned. Just been absolutely brilliant.
Would have loved to have ended his World Cup campaign on a winning note, but Sri Lanka had this peculiar campaign. They beat England to open this tournament, and yet were found wanting in the early stages of the tournament. So they must go home. Just one Asian country remaining now at the World Cup, and that's India. England, Australia, New Zealand, the other teams who have qualified. But there's a very interesting match going on between Australia and South Africa that will determine which team is top of the table. Australia have lost a wicket there, 23 for 1, chasing 325. Rohit Sharma will look back at this game and say, wow, I think I did all right. A 5th World Cup century in one edition of the World Cup. He's got one, maybe 2 games left. Not so this man. He might play a little bit more once he's finished with the World Cup. Maybe a few games for Sri Lanka. What do you think?
The T20 World Cup coming up. Yeah, you never know with Lasith though. He's fit enough, he's smart enough. It just depends on whether he wants to do the work. Chahal. Another little clip for Chahal TV, isn't it?
He's a character. I told him this morning, I said, what happens to people like us if you start Chahal TV? But he's another person. I think every team needs its characters in the dressing room at tense times who will just lighten the intensity. I think Chahal is a bit like that. This is how the game ended then eventually. It started off as a dull, gloomy day. It became nice and bright and sunny, a bit chilly again. But for India, there was warmth on that scoreboard. Rahul 111, Rohit Sharma 5th century in this World Cup, 103, Kohli 34 not out, and India finishing with 6.5 overs left, chasing down the Sri Lankan score with a degree of ease.
The bowling card for Sri Lanka, not a lot of joy. Lasith Malinga with 1 wicket in his last World Cup game, 10 overs for 82. Rajitha 47 off his 8. Udana pretty good with this 1 wicket for 50 off 9.3. Thisara Pereira exceptional in the circumstances, 10 overs for 34, but not good enough to penetrate and bowl India out.
Right, this is how it ended. Sri Lanka won the toss. They decided that they would bat first. They made 264 for 7. Wonderful century. Lost amidst the centuries of Rahul and Rohit towards the end. But Angelo Matthews from 55 for 4. They met the Lahiru Thirimana, Dhananjaya De Silva. They did very well to take Sri Lanka to 264 for 7. Bumrah was magnificent again. And Ravindra Jadeja in his first World Cup game, 1 for 40. Hardik Pandya once again bowled all 10 overs, 1 for 50. India got 265 for 3 with 2 centuries. That was a magnificent run chase, very easily achieved with a degree of comfort. Right, then India finished their matches in the league stage of this Men's World Cup 2019. And at the moment, they're on top of the table. There is one game on, though. That's Australia versus New Zealand. And at the end of that, we will determine who goes top of the table. I think England and New Zealand will stay where they are. So the semi-finals not yet decided. What we do know is that we can go down now and speak to Sanjay Mantri.
Mr. Sinan Oscock, the president of Nissan India, is our guest this evening to present the Player of the Match award to Rohit Sharma. 103 of 94, 14 fours and 2 sixes, strike rate of 109.57. The first batsman in the history of World Cups to get 500s in one tournament. Did you ever imagine that coming into it, especially after the form in the warm-up games?
No, not really. Like I've been talking about, just trying to go out there and trying to do my job, not thinking about all these kind of milestones. I know if I play well, all these things will happen along the way. My job is to keep my head straight and keep playing and get the team to finishing line.
Tell us about the conversion rate from 50 to 100. Tell us about why you think that is happening more and more now.
It's just the short selection. Once you're in, the short selection becomes very important. I have to keep telling myself, and understand, the pitch, what sort of shot I can play on that particular pitch, what sort of bowlers are bowling at me. So based on all of that, I try and calculate how I want to go forward. And actually, it has paid dividend so far. But yeah, you've got to be disciplined in your batting, and that is something that I've learned from my mistakes in the past.
Well, in this kind of form and the kind of ability that you have, the opposition today also not the strongest bowling opposition. So did you go in today thinking 100?
No, not really. I don't think like that. Like I said in the post-match, after the last match as well, what has happened has happened. I don't try and look into those kind of things. Every day is a new day. We know that in cricket. So I want to start every day afresh. And I try and come out thinking that, okay, I've not played any ODIs. I've not got any hundreds in the tournament. It's just the first game of the tournament. That is the kind of mindset I want to get in. And I keep telling myself that. Although people around me, they keep talking about your hundreds and 200s. And, yeah, but that's the challenge as a sportsman for you. Try and keep your head straight and focus on the job at hand.
Just two questions now. Lasith Malinga playing his last World Cup match. He's your colleague at Mumbai Indians. Must have been a little emotional moment there, playing against him.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's been a champion bowler, for Sri Lanka as well, and then for Mumbai Indians as well. Personally, for me, I've had great time playing with him. He's definitely a match winner, whichever team he plays for. And he's shown it, over the years. He's shown it, how the team relies on him to come and deliver for the team. And he has done that. He's taken that pressure off the captain, of the team, and of the owners as well at times. So, yes, I've seen him in close quarters. And, yes, the world cricket will miss him.
And final question, your preferred opposition. There's a match going on, Australia-South Africa. South Africa have put on a good score on the board. Who do you prefer in the semi-finals?
As a team, we actually are not thinking about that. Honestly speaking, as we had a great victory today, we want to go and celebrate that victory rather than thinking about what's going on in there. Because what's in your control is in your control. We try and focus on whichever opposition comes our way and put up a good show in the semi-finals as well, and then the finals.
Fair enough. Congratulations on the award. All the best for the semis.
Thank you.
Yes, wise words from Rohit Sharma. Nice words about Lasith Malinga as well, who's been such a wonderful player on the world stage. This is what you play for in the end, the respect in the opposition camp. It's good to see. We'll take a break. When we come back, hear from the two captains.